Hello everyone, I hope I am audible and visible. Let me have a quick tech check so that I can be aware कि मैं audible visible हूँ या नहीं. Yes, I'm properly audible and properly visible. Okay. So hello everyone, good afternoon, good evening, sorry. Right. And here we are in the fortnightly current affairs session. So in this session we discuss actually last 15 days current affairs, some events, something like that. So there were some major events that happened, whether that is Nepal leaders visit in India. Then we had seen wrestler protests again having certain different angle. Then we had seen Manipur violence, which already we had discussed, right? Odisha train accident also was there, but again same thing. The kind of incident that happened, it was not having major concern about the exams, but the event was important. The event actually shown us how we are supposed to deal with the accidents and how to stop these kind of event and all other thing. But so, and apart from that, we had seen certain legal developments, certain social developments, and other thing. Finally, we are come like concluded two topic which are important for your law entrance test. So, without any delay, let's start what we are having today. Okay, sedition law can be retained, but with certain safeguards, says Law Commission. Okay, so first of all, I'll tell you about the Law Commission. Law Commission is one of the statutory body that is associated with the research and development of law. Right. Yes, this is something to be noticed. Research and development of law. ये ऑफिशियल वो नहीं है, definition नहीं है. This is what I actually say. Hello, Rudraksh. Right. So what they do, they like this particular commission is having lots of legal scholar, constitutional scholar. They sit together to discuss about the law, the kind of development they need, the kind of law they don't want in future, and all other things. राइट सो अभी कुछ दिन पहले हुआ ये था कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कुछ दिनों के लिए लाइक until and unless we are not getting a proper data, proper report, proper stand of central government, जो sedition law था IPC 124A उसको होल्ड किया हुआ था, राइट. एंड रिसेंटली लॉ कमीशन ने अपनी तरफ से बोला है कि सेडिशन लॉ कैन बी रिटेन, राइट, बट विद सर्टेन सेफ गार्ड, दैट इज सिंपली कि भैया सेडिशन लॉ होना चाहिए, बट कुछ कंडीशन कुछ टर्म्स के साथ होना चाहिए. So what they said actually, the law commission said sedition being a colonial legacy is not a valid ground for law repealed, but in a view of the misuse of section 124, right? So just because it is brought by Britishers, just because it is a kind of colonial legacy that we are talking, right, this particular law cannot be, right, repealed or cannot be ended. Okay, but misuse जो है इसका 124A का, उसको रोकना चाहिए. The 124 section of IPC is associated with the sedition, right? And according to Law Commission, we need a greater clarity regarding its use, right? And the grounds it is supposed to be used. So this is the report. This is the stand of Law Commission on the sedition law. Let's find out what are the different kind of things they said. Right. According to the note by Law Minister, the Law Commission received a reference from Home Ministry through a letter in 2016. भैया पुरानी बात हो रही है. Then they were supposed to discuss about the suggestive amendments or repeal of section 124A, and that was in 2016, right? 29th of March 2016 में लॉ मिनिस्ट्री ने लॉ कमीशन को क्या किया, oh सॉरी, होम मिनिस्ट्री ने लॉ कमीशन को लेटर भेजा था और पूछा था कि वेदर दिस पर्टिकुलर लॉ जो 124A है इसको रखना चाहिए या इसमें कुछ आपको अमेंडमेंट करना है, तो वो क्या अमेंडमेंट हो सकते हैं, आप सजेशंस दे सकते हैं, करेक्ट. एंड देन उसके बाद अलग अलग पर्टिकुलर रिसर्च, अलग अलग स्कॉलर्स ने फाइनली ये चीज कंपाइल की कि वट एवर वी आर हैविंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ एग्जिस्टिंग लॉज such as UAPA, that is Unlawful Activity Prevention Act. Then we are having NSA, National Security Act, right? And we are having some other particular act regarding the this kind of offense. ये सब के सब, राइट, मिलके जो कंप्लीट एलिमेंट्स हैं, जो कंप्लीट ग्राउंड्स हैं, राइट, 124A आईपीसी को कंपाइल नहीं करते, पूरी तरह से सर्च नहीं कर सकते. So whatever the 124 is having ground for the sedition or something, यूएपीए एनएसए जैसे एक्ट जो है उसको completely क्या नहीं कर सकते, उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी को फुलफिल नहीं कर सकते. दैट इज द रीजन लॉ कमीशन सेड दिस इज सपोज टू बी देयर. 124 ए जो है उसको रिपील नहीं करना चाहिए, बट कुछ सेफ गार्ड जो है उसको लिया जा सकता है. Right. One of the particular member of that particular commission, Justice Awasthi, recalled that constitutionally of Section 124A was challenged before the Supreme Court. Right. Union of India assured the Supreme Court that it was re-examined. It was re-examined 124A, and the court may not invest its valuable time in doing the same. And उसके बाद धीरे धीरे करके जो भी पर्टिकुलर रिपोर्ट्स हैं दूसरी चीजें आएंगी उसकी बात करते हैं. अब जो 124 है वो क्या है इसके बारे में बहुत ज्यादा डिस्कस नहीं करेंगे. सिंपली दिस इज वन ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन एसोसिएटेड विद द सेडिशन. सीधा मतलब देशद्रोह. सो अगर कोई पर्सन है जिसने कुछ ऐसा बोला है, राइट, या ऐसा कुछ लिखा है, ऐसा कुछ गाया है, और एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ स्लोगन इट हैज गिवन और एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ एक्शन इट हैज गिवन which can actually somehow uh, challenge the integrity, challenge the sovereignty of our Union of India, तब ये क्या होता है, सेडिशन का लॉ लगता है. सिंपली लैंग्वेज लिखी हुई है, right? Any person by words, either spoken or written, by sing or by visible representation, or otherwise bring or attempt to bring into the hatred or contempt or excites or attempt to execute disaffection toward the government established by law in India. Simply ये है. Now, why they were supposed to examine it? We are simply this particular section of sedition was criticized on several occasions that the ruling government, the functioning government, is using sedition law to shut the voices of activists, lawyers, human rights activists, journalists, etc. So that is why they wanted that this is supposed to be ended. Then another reference that they gave, that Britishers itself, जिन्होंने ये लॉ बनाया था, जिन्होंने ये लॉ क्या किया था, इम्प्लीमेंट किया था, they actually ended the sedition law in their own country long back. I guess 2009 was the year when Britishers ended the law of sedition over there. Right. And apart from that, some of the scholars also mentioned that this was the law that was brought to silent the voices that is going against the functioning government. Leaders like Tilak, Gandhi, Nehru, right? They all being sent into the jail for certain reason, including the Section 124 or sedition. So these were certain particular historical backgrounds. These were certain grounds on the basis of which people wanted this 124A to be ended of IPC section. Right. The commission also recommends certain procedural safeguard to section 124. Right. For example, preliminary inquiry by a police officer of inspector rank before registering an FIR for sedition. Yes, like direct FIR जो है sedition पे नहीं हो सकती. एक इंस्पेक्टर रैंक का ऑफिसर पहले क्या करेगा, उसको इंक्वायरी करेगा, and then we are supposed to take certain permission from the central state government, and on the basis of the report then it is going to be there. और फिर जब जाके क्या होगा, ये जो सेडिशन का चार्जेस है तब वो जाके अप्लाई होगा. Right. Now, this is the history that was being given. Achha, Germany was the first country that brought sedition-like law in their constitutional or the legal aspect. Later on, the England get it into the proper law, get a proper law that was supposed to shut down the opinion against the government or monarchy. The India, yeah, right, when it comes to concern of India or Indian Penal Code, this was drafted back 1837 by Thomas Macaulay, and later on it was added in the Indian Penal Code in the 1860. Okay, don't forget about it. It was 1860 when IPC 124A or sedition law came into the picture in India. Later on, it was amended in 1870 and all other things. Today, sedition is a crime under Section 124A that is being written in the Indian Penal Code. So this was about the sedition law and its recent development and recent suggestion by Law Commission. Now, Simply, when it comes to question of plan, right? सबसे पहले ध्यान रखें, this is about the legal development, right, of country. So simply, अगर ये legal development है, तो law ministry initiative. Then we are having a very important body known as law commission. So what are the constitutional provision? किस article के through law commission establish होता है? Who was the chairperson of first law commission of independent India? First law commission before independence? Which law commission is currently functioning? All these are direct questions, right? Including the chairperson of law commission. Okay, so that was the sedition law and suggestion by law commissions. Moving on. Only 66% district in country free of manual scavenging. Okay, so I'm not sure how many of you are aware about the manual scavenging. But I'm pretty sure that you have seen certain people cleaning the sewer or cleaning the bad spot or what we can say sewer line manually, right? Some of them enter into that sewer line with the help of a rope and they try to find out whatever is stuck over there and they try to get it out. This kind of thing, when a mankind or a living entity is involved in cleaning sewers, like sewer line or any other kind of thing, is known as a manual scavenging. Okay. The thing is, this is one of the particular thing that is still existing in India, and it is associated with the very, very, very ancient time. Yes, when it comes to casteism that entered into the Indian society, right? They specifically mentioned some of the particular people or some of the caste to do such kind of cleaning work. So if we are having manual scavenger in our country, that means still वो जो एक ऐसा टाइम था जिस टाइम पे हमने बहुत ज्यादा इनह्यूमन बिहेवियर किया था, right? That is still going on there. The what we can say politics or irony is this government is saying that no manual scavenging is going on in the country, right? They claimed several times that no people died because of manual scavenging and there is no manual scavenging. But recently, जो report है, recently जो क्या कहना चाहिए मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सोशल जस्टिस एंड एम्पावरमेंट ने अपनी रिपोर्ट में बोला है वो ये बोला है कि ओनली 66% ऑफ कंट्रीज डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स आर फ्री ऑफ मैनुअल स्कैवेंजिंग मतलब जो हमारे देश की 66% जिले हैं वही मैनुअल स्कैवेंजिंग से क्या है फ्री है दैट मींस टोटल 766 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में से 508 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स ऐसे हैं जहां पे मैनुअल स्कैवेंजिंग परफॉर्म नहीं की जाती rest others are having manual scavenging over there now this is this is one of the very hazardous, very risky job to do because civil line contains gases like methane which can blast. Civil line contains a huge slurry liquid that can drown the individual who is doing this kind of process. So it's a very, very, very inhuman and very important thing to discuss. Let's find out what exactly the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment said about the manual scavenging. Okay. सबसे पहले थोड़ा सा हिस्ट्री देखते हैं थोड़ा सा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रोविजन देखते हैं फिर उसके बाद बात करते हैं India is having long-standing issues and long-standing history of a manual scavenging, which was officially banned in 1993 with Act. राइट यस हमने इलीगली उस पर्टिकुलर प्रोसेस को इस पर्टिकुलर एक्टिविटी को 1993 में बैन किया था that there is this is inhuman and illegal to perform the manual scavenging. Apart from that, we are having certain constitutional provision, right? For example, Article 14, which is talking about equality before the law and equal protection of law. Article 17, which directly is saying abolition of untouchability and prohibition of its practice in any form. As you know, manual scavenging is associated with certain caste and certain category of people. This is violation of Article 17 and Article 14 directly. Then we are having Article 21, protection of life and personal liberty. I mean, think about it. Somebody is jumping in a civil line to clean it, right? How it is, how dignified it is, right? How good it is, how like how important and how improvise, like what we can say, how developed thing is this. So this is also the violation of Article 21. Apart from that, Article 23 is the prohibition of trafficking of human being and forced labor. That it, uh, like if we are forcing certain caste of the society to do such kind of thing, this is against the violation of Article 23. Apart from that, the Prohibition of Employment of Men Scavenging and their Rehabilitation Act 2023 is one of the major act or law associated with the ending or ban of manual scavenging. And apart from that, जो भी उसमें associated लोग थे उनका rehabilitation करने के लिए. There was this particular judgment as well from Supreme Court that if some individual died while performing manual scavenging, the government has to pay certain amount. I guess 10 lakh was there, and job and protection to the family members who are dependent on them. So this is the legal and constitutional provision about the manual scavenging. Its ending, right? What are the things that Ministry of Social Justice is saying? The Social Justice Ministry has maintained its almost every Parliament session that from last 2 years that there are no manual scavenging death taking place across the country. Right? ऐसा मिनिस्ट्री का बोलना है. But still, there are manual scavengers and their death that is going on. One of the senior officials from the ministry has differentiated the manual scavenging from the hazardous cleaning of sewers, maintaining that the survey conducted in 2013 and 2018 had identified all existing manual scavengings, about 58,000, and hence manual scavenging no longer exists in country. So simply, उन्होंने बोला कि मैनुअल स्कैवेंजिंग एंड हजार्डस क्लीनिंग ऑफ सिविल लाइन इज अ वेरी डिफरेंट थिंग. एंड जो सर्वे 2013-2018 में कंडक्ट किया गया था इन इसमें they had identified all the manual scavenger in entire country, that was 58,000 at that time. और इसलिए उन्होंने बोला कि अब कंट्री में मैनुअल स्कैवेंजिंग नहीं होगी. But same thing, if a manual scavenging is not there, then definitely hazardous cleaning of civil line is similar sort of thing. So that is the booklet of achievement from the ministry that is somehow what we can say released this data that 508 district has reported themselves as the manual scavenging free out of 766 existing district. So थोड़ा सा irony, थोड़ा सा what we can say opinion में और थोड़ा सा data में क्या है the difference है, but है. Hope for the best in coming time we don't see manual scavengers in our country. Right, so that is what we wanted. And this was the manual scavenger and all other things. So let's find out what are the questions. सबसे पहले, this was the report from the Ministry of Social Justice. Who is the minister? Then we are supposed to know about the legal and constitutional provision about it and the finding of the reports and the achievement booklet. Okay, these are direct questions. चलो अब सीधा बात करते हैं किसमें अपने objective questions में. Right, so I'll ask question and you know very well what you are supposed to do. You are supposed to answer in A, B, C, D in the chat box. I will read the chat box and I will respond who's right and who's wrong over there. So let's start. We are having. So question number one is Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has virtually handed over how many broad gauge locomotives to Bangladesh? पूछा जा रहा है कि जो हमारे करंट रेलवे मिनिस्टर अश्विनी वैष्णव, इनका नाम मत भूलना, आफ्टर ओडिशा ट्रेन एक्सीडेंट इट इज न्यूज फॉर वेरियस रीजंस. राइट, सो जो हमारे रेलवे मिनिस्टर है अश्विनी वैष्णव, उन्होंने कितने लोकोमोटिव इंजन्स जो है ब्रॉड गेज वाले बांग्लादेश को वर्चुअली हैंड ओवर किए? The options are 20, 15, 10, 5. Come on. Okay, so Rudraksh can have B, that is 15. Anyone else? और कोई? The correct answer is option number A, 20. Yes. July 2020 में 10 locomotives दिए गए थे. You're right. And recently, in this particular month, 20 new locomotives are being given to Bangladesh. है ना? बांग्लादेश इंडिया के बीच में approximate 100 freight trains या मालगाड़ियां चलती हैं. And apart from that, we are having Kolkata Dhaka Maitri Express, Kolkata Khullan Bandhan Express, and some other particular initiative between the railways of Bangladesh and इंडिया। सो उसी को आगे बढ़ाते हुए, उसी लेगेसी को आगे बढ़ाते हुए, जो रेलवे मिनिस्टर है उन्होंने 20 ब्रॉड गेज लोकोमोटिव्स जो है बांग्लादेश को प्रेजेंट किए हैं। मूविंग ऑन, which airline successfully operated Pune to Delhi flight with ingeniously produced sustainable aviation fuel और SAF? कौन सी एयरलाइन सक्सेसफुली पुणे से दिल्ली फ्लाइट जो है वो रन कर चुकी है सस्टेनेबल एविएशन फ्यूल जो कि घर में बनाया गया है उसको यूज करके? राइट, घर में मतलब ऐसा नहीं मेरे तुम्हारे घर में, घर में मतलब इंडिया में कंप्लीटली बना हुआ। राइट, ऑप्शंस आर इंडिगो, एयर एशिया, जेट एयरवेज, नन ऑफ द अबव। कम ऑन। ओके, रुद्राक्ष सिंह बी, एयर एशिया, एनीवन? वेरी करेक्ट रुद्राक्ष, एयर एशिया। यस, एक एयर एशिया दिल्ली बाउंड फ्लाइट है I-5676 दैट आई रिमेम्बर। राइट, जो पुणे से दिल्ली के बीच में ऑपरेट होती है। सो इन्होंने अभी लाइक जो है सस्टेनेबल एविएशन फ्यूल जो इंडिया में बना है कंप्लीटली उसका यूज करके पुणे से लेके और दिल्ली की फ्लाइट जो है उसको कंडक्ट की, एंड इट वाज अ सक्सेसफुल टेस्ट। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट इंडिया का जो एविएशन सेक्टर है, राइट, सस्टेनेबल एविएशन सेक्टर जो है, it wanted to achieve the net zero emission by 2050. So this particular sustainable aviation fuel is one of the major step toward the net zero emission by the aviation sector and to produce the sustainable aviation fuel and all other things. So net zero का जो target है उसको achieve करने के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा major step है. Don't forget about it. It was Air Asia. I-5767 IG. Okay, got it. Moving on. Where was the 61st Global Supercomputing Conference 2023 held in 2023? Wow. So 61st Global Supercomputing Conference जो है 2023 में कहाँ हुई? Options are New Delhi, Mumbai, Hamburg, Paris. Come on, बताओ। 61st Global Supercomputing Conference कहाँ पे हुई? Okay, Rudraksh, can I see that's Hamburg, Germany? Okay, the correct answer is C. Rudraksh, तुम्हारा तुक्का सही बेटा. Now, what is supercomputer? I'm not going to get into the technical definition, but you can see certain improvement in every phone and its processor. For example, if you are rich enough to buy an iPhone, so there was an iPhone X, then there was an iPhone 11, iPhone 12, iPhone 13, iPhone 14, and in coming time there will be iPhone 50. So what is the difference between iPhone 5 to iPhone 50? The level of computing or level of application, the level of task it can perform simultaneously. For example, if you are playing a game, video game on mobile, right, then there are some particular mobile which will actually smoothly run that particular game, and some of them will not be able to run that game safely and smoothly. That clearly means the game, the mobile that is uh, having good processor or good computing unit can run that phone, that game very well in your phone. So supercomputer is a computer that can process millions of megabytes of data per second. Right? This is used in high level of computing or high level of calculation. For example, if we are having a particle accelerator, if we are having if we are supposed to calculate the quantum mechanics data, for example, that is happening in CERN, right? Large Hadron Collider. So that is the something that supercomputer do. Hamburg, Germany में आपको ये 61st सुपर कंप्यूटिंग कॉन्फ्रेंस जो है हेल्ड हुई थी, and they actually listed 500 most important, most uh, what we can say बेस्ट सुपर कंप्यूटर्स, जिसमें से इंडिया का जो एरावत है, राइट, इसको ध्यान से सुन लेना, which is installed in CDEC Pune, has ranked 75th in that particular list. Correct? So supercomputing जो conferences में एरावत है 75th रैंक को किया है. which is located in CDAC Pune. The conference held at Hamburg. Moving on. Which country has started preliminary testing of autonomous flying taxi or drone? कौन सी कंट्री है जो खुद से उड़ने वाली टैक्सी ड्रोन जो है उसकी टेस्टिंग शुरू कर चुकी है? ऑप्शन है जापान, चाइना, इजराइल, जर्मनी। बताओ। बहुत इजी है भाई साहब, वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन। Okay, so Rudraksh is saying B, criminal justice is saying C, B, that's China, and C is Israel. Okay, the correct answer is option number C, Israel. I thought majority of you will answer Japan. Japan is extraordinary in terms of technology, no? But no, Israel has started testing this particular autonomous flying taxi drone, and they tested 11 rule operation and distribution company. मतलब 11 rule and operating and distribution company ने ये test किया था. ये particular flying test ऐसा था कि they were supposed to get some goods and they were supposed to deliver at some place by mentioning certain coordinate and certain instruction. So they started having testing, and soon we are going to see the flying taxi, which are autonomous and can fly one place to another place very smoothly. Okay. The Global Economic Prospect Report 2023 released in June 2023. Right, consider the following statement regarding this. First, according to the report, the global growth rate in the year 2023 is expected to be 3.2%. Second statement is saying, according to this, the growth rate of India in this year 2023 is estimated to be 6.3%. So, भैया ग्लोबल इकोनॉमिक प्रोस्पेक्ट रिपोर्ट 2023 रिलीज हुई है। दो स्टेटमेंट कह रहे हैं, पहला कि जो ग्लोबल ग्रोथ रेट है पूरे दुनिया की ग्रोथ रेट है एवरेज टू बी एक्सपेक्टेड बाय 3.2%। इंडिया की जो एवरेज ग्रोथ रेट है दैट इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी 6.3%। which of the following statement is or are correct? Only one, only two, both one and two, none of the above. बताओ। Okay, so Dark saying C, both one and two. Sachin is also saying C, both one and two. और कोई? ओके, सो हर चमकती चीज सोना नहीं होती। हर क्वेश्चन जिसमें स्टेटमेंट हो और ऐसा लगे कि दोनों सही हो उसका आंसर बोथ ए एंड बी नहीं होता। द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर बी, ओनली टू। इट्स ओके सचिन, राइट। जी हाँ भाई साहब। India is supposed to grow by 6.3% with the annual average growth rate by in 2023 year. That's accurate and correct. But the world is not supposed to grow by 3.2%. Yes, in 2022, the growth rate was approximate to 3.1%. But in 2023, the Global Economic Prospect Report is saying that 2.1% will be the global growth rate. राइट, सो जब भी कोई रिपोर्ट आए तो ग्लोबल लेवल पे क्या उसके डेटा है, इंडिया के लिए क्या उन्होंने सजेशन या डेटा दिए हैं, इंडिया का एशिया में क्या डेटा दिया है या परफॉर्मेंस है। दीज आर सम of the particular question and data or fact file that you are supposed to note down in your notebook. Okay, so let's move. When was the International Archive Day celebrated in June 2023? जून 2023 में अंतरराष्ट्रीय आर्काइव दिवस, आर्काइव का मतलब होता है अभिलेखागार। वाह, अंतरराष्ट्रीय अभिलेखागार दिवस जून 2023 में किस दिन मनाया गया? ऑप्शन से 3rd of June, 9th of June, 7th of June, 13th of June। बताएं भैया। Okay, so Sachin is saying D, that's 13th of June. Jaskirat is saying D. Anyone? The correct answer is 9th of June। जी हाँ, right. जो International Council of Archive है, right? They had made sure that International Archive Day is supposed to be celebrated on 9th of June. This is the day when people actually learn about the importance of archives, the scripts, the manuscripts, or what we can say, different kind of thing. For example, इंटरनेशनल आर्काइव डे के सेलिब्रेशन के लिए जो हमारी मिनिस्ट्री है कल्चर ने, उन्होंने एक पर्टिकुलर एग्जीबिशन लगाया था जिसमें उन्होंने म्यूजियम्स उठा के वो स्क्रिप्ट्स और वो पर्टिकुलर फैशन दिखाया था जिसमें हम पहले लिखते थे, बिकॉज द पेपर वाज डिस्कवर्ड इन्वेंटेड लाइक very after that. So initially we used to write on the trees, we used to write on the leaves and all other things. So that was something that shows importance of writing, that shows importance of documentation. So International Archive Day is about the awareness regarding this. Moving on, which country's defense minister Boris Pistorius visited India in June 2023? किस कंट्री के डिफेंस मिनिस्टर बोरिस पिस्टोरियस ने इंडिया में जून 2023 में विजिट किया? ऑप्शंस है फ्रांस, जर्मनी, रशिया, जापान। बताओ। ओके, सचिन क्रिमिनल जस्टिस का कहना है बी, दैट्स जर्मनी। वेरी करेक्ट, जर्मनी। बताने की जरूरत नहीं, राजनाथ सिंह ने वेलकम किया था। They also invited German investment into the defense field so that we can become the defense-based economy. तमिलनाडु डिफेंस कॉरिडोर जो है, उत्तर प्रदेश डिफेंस कॉरिडोर जो है, उन सबकी इन्वेस्टमेंट की बात की थी. So it was Boris Pistorius, the German defense minister, visited India in June 2023. Okay, in June 2023, under whose chairmanship the central government constituted a three-member judicial commission to investigate the Manipur violence. मणिपुर वायलेंस के बारे में इन्वेस्टिगेशन करने के लिए 3 मेंबर्स की एक जुडिशियल कमेटी, न्यायिक प्राधिकरण जो है वो बनाया गया, कमीशन बनाया गया. वो उसके चेयरमैन कौन है? ऑप्शन है जस्टिस अजय लांबा, जस्टिस आर एम चौहान, जस्टिस राजेश सिंह, जस्टिस दीपक मिश्रा. कम ऑन. सचिन is saying Ajay Lamba, that's A. और कोई? Jaskirat is saying A. Ajay Lamba. Very correct, both of you. The correct answer is option number C, Ajay Lamba. Right. Okay. It was entire May and currently entire June. We are seeing the violence in Manipur. अभी रिसेंटली 3 दिन पहले की न्यूज है, जो सेंट्रल मतलब मिनिस्टर था मणिपुर गवर्नमेंट में, उसका घर इन्होंने जला दिया था. The violence is continuous. The Meitei community, the other particular tribal communities, they are not going along well, and they are having violence. The data that I get, like 2 3 days back, was approximate 50,000 people displaced from their local residence. Approximate 200 people died, and lots of houses burned, religious institutions are burned, churches, temples, and all other things. The violence is continuous, right? The people are suffering over there. So the central government decided to have a judicial commission to investigate how the violence they who are responsible for that, and they created a three-member commission under the chairmanship of Justice Ajay Lamba, who was the former Chief Justice of, I guess, Guwahati High Court. I'm not sure. Correct? No, Manipur High Court. Yes. Okay. So it was constituted in June, and chairman or led by Justice Ajay Lamba. Right. Okay. So Sachin is saying कि GK I got confused in the year related questions and also two option. Sachin, confusion इसलिए है क्योंकि तुम revision नहीं कर रहे हो. Yes, everybody who are aware about the year related question or year related objective facts, और जो confused नहीं होते हैं statement based question में, there are those people who are regular with the revision and they read and they write, they make notes well and they revise their notes very well. So if you want to get better and better in current affairs and static, try to make good notes, try to revise those notes, right, as many times as possible, and you will get better in the GK, that's for sure. Okay, so this is it for today from my side. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. I hope you are getting some good stuff. So, this is it from my side. I wish you and all your loved one a good health, good mental health. Just make sure to stay motivated and positive for your studies. And see ya, guys. Good night. Thank you, Jaskira.